Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and today we are going to be making a mini journal out of a Band-Aid box. So please, if you could, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. Okay, so what you're going to do is grab your box that you want to use, and we'll go ahead and take it apart. And you can see here that this is where they wrap it, usually on every box that you want to, like a food box and stuff. They always have a flap that they glue down like that. So you're going to want to take it, you can see the inside here, but they just kind of glue it down like that. So you're going to want to take it and just kind of get your finger in there and then rip it down the thing. And then same with the bottom here. And we're going to be cutting these flaps off too, so there we go. Okay, so this is what you got. You get it all open, just like that. And then, okay, so we got it taken apart. It looks like this. And you can either take your scissors and just cut down, or we can take our knives and cut like that. But I think I'm just going to take the scissors. So we're going to go ahead and just cut all the flaps off. Just like this. Just like that. So we're going to go all the way around and cut all the flaps off. And you should have something like this. There we go. So now, what we can do is, what I'm thinking is, I wonder if we just utilize this little dip right here and do the front, and we can have the front with a little pocket, maybe to put a tag in. There's an idea. Okay, and then what I have is, so we'll leave that at the front, and we have some fun little papers here. So whatever papers you guys have to work with. So I got this, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my hole punch out, because I think if we punch a hole in this one after we put it on, we can have it a little pocket in the front. Okay, so I'm thinking I want this the front sheet. So let's just line it up. So I hope you guys are having a crafty day today, and getting out your craft supplies and getting some stuff done. And make sure you can see your mark. Okay. Just line it up. And then keep all your little extras, because you never know. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and take some of my art glitter glue. And let's go ahead and punch our hole first. So line it up where it's going to go. And we're just going to work with this hole that's already there. There we go. And I think we'll leave it, we'll go ahead and leave it open and make a little pocket. So this is art glitter glue. Works great. Get all the stuff off of it. Okay. And make sure it's ready to go. So what I'm going to do is just glue around here. spine. And that's why we're keeping our little pieces here. And that'll work. Even if a little blue shows through, it looks kind of cool. Gives it a little bit of character. And we can also ink the edges here. Or after we put it all on, we can ink it too, but I won't be able to get these side edges. So here, let's do some vintage photo. Okay. So now we cut and trimmed it and glued it, got it all on, and I have a little nick here that happened. But the best thing is you take your ink, and if you ink around, you just say you meant to do it. Just like that. So go ahead and ink all the way around it. And that just covers up whatever mistakes, even though, you know, there's no real mistakes. It just kind of just leads you in a different path, usually. So just ink it all the way around. So I hope you guys are getting your Christmas shopping done, and I've been wrapping. Last night I wrapped for like an hour, and after this I need to do some more Christmas wrapping of the presents, and we will be done. I think we got most of our shopping done for Christmas, which is a nice relief. Okay, so that's my plan for the rest of the day. After this is to do wrapping, wrapping, wrapping. Okay. So we got the front done, like that. And now the inside, we're gonna do pretty much just the same concept, just to give it some decoration on the inside. And just whatever papers you have, even scrap papers work, just any kind of papers. I'm gonna go ahead and put these two, I think, on the inside. So I'll go ahead and do that, and we'll keep going. I went ahead and hole punched this side too, so we'll make a pocket on this side. And it'll be inside pocket and outside. Okay, so just glue around the edges. Okay. Just line up the circle here, half circle. And then we can trim any edges that aren't working out for us. We'll make them work. Okay. So there we go. Now, this was just a Band-Aid box. I mean, how fun is that? I made it into a cute little journal that I will go ahead and just trim around the edges, and then we'll find something to stick into the little pockets. We're all trimmed around it, and everything's in it. So I got these fun little tags here. This one I stamped a little snowman on it. And then this one I think we'll do a just a Santa. Ink her up. Make sure I get enough ink on it. Now this is just the vintage photo I'm using. And I did black soot on this one. It's just the black soot oxide. Okay. So we're just gonna pop this down. Let's give it a press here. Oh, that turned out cute. His face is a little wonky, but that's okay. Gives a character, right? So now we can just pop them in. We got a pocket in the back here. There we go. A little pocket in the back and a pocket in the front. Just gotta find where it wants to live here. There we go. There. We got little pockets to play with. And if we wanted to, we can go ahead and put little pockets down here. That could be fun. So, let me see. Sometimes I think of things on the spot here. So this is the 6x6 cardstock, so it's a little more cardstocky, if that's a word. Since we do have some blue poking through everywhere, we could do this. It would be fun. And I like to do fun things, so let's just make this happen. So you don't want it too close, so you want to be able to shut your journal. So it's like 1 millimeter or so from the fold. And then we could just go down to the bottom and trim it if we have to when it's in there. I don't like to think about it too much, just, you know, get it done. Or my cutter is getting dull. I'm gonna have to get a new blade for it. Darn it. I got this at Goodwill. And this blade I've been using for a while now, and I mean, it seems to be doing pretty good. So I think I got this for under $5. I mean, score, right? That's why you go to Goodwill and check out stuff, because you can get all kinds of things that people don't want to use anymore. And I will definitely use it, you know. We will. All of us will. So that's the fun part. Okay, I think I got that one. And then keep all these little pieces too, because we can do collage with them. In a minute here, I'm going to show you guys a cluster, because I want to do a cluster for the front to tie off the whole journal. I'll show you. I just thought that would be fun. So let's go ahead and just stick with the vintage here photo. And I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in my Etsy shop when it's all done. So I'll put the link down below and you guys come check it out. I mean, it'll be fairly priced. I mean, a good price for it. I mean, a cheap price. I won't be charging too much for it because it's fun. It's just a Band-Aid box and turned into a journal. And if you guys want to come purchase it, go for it. It's pretty fun. It's just going to be a fun little... It's got a good feel to it too. Like, it feels sturdy. So yeah, I mean, I'll put it in if you guys want to come check it out. Maybe we'll stick with the theme here and do a little hole punch, or a little halfy punch here. Oop. And keep these. These are fun little tags you could put on the side. We could do that too when we put our signatures in. We can tag, like have this on the side of the paper for a little tag. And that just incorporates some funness of your journal. Just use all your little parts and pieces. They go flying. Okay. Now, make sure to ink your little divot. Okay. Stuff sticks pretty quick too. It sets pretty fast. So commit where you put it. All right. So we got this far. I think that's coming along nicely. Yeah, some surprise little pockets that I didn't even think about until you start doing it. Might as well just go with it. So you got two little holders here. And keep checking on, make sure they're not gonna glue in there. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and, yeah, let's do this. We'll go ahead and do the signatures. So what I'm gonna do with that is just take a template, already did it, and just measure out where you're gonna want them, your signatures, how big you want them. And I usually do like, you know, like a 1/2 millimeter around, or you can do it exact size if you want. But I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 signatures in here. Yep. And what we can do is, because these are the same size, just get a template here like this. I mean, might as well use it since we got it. Okay, you're going to take your template, and I have videos on how to bind signatures too, so I won't get too in depth with this one. But if you're going to do, let's go ahead and just do 2. What you're going to do is fold it. I'll do this probably in time lapse too to show you guys, but I'll show you this part. You fold it here in half, and then you take the top and go about 1 inch down, and then you fold it again. Okay? And then that's where you're going to put your dots of where you want to do it. So I'll do it in the time lapse, and you guys, I'll link it below. You guys can come check out my binding more in depth on how to bind. Alrighty, so we got this far with this cute little mini Band-Aid journal from a Band-Aid box. That's fun. Okay, so we got 3. I went ahead and did 3 signatures, as you can see, because I could fit it in. I did 5 pages each, so that's 5 times 4 is 20, 40, 60. So it's got 60 pages in it. Fun things. Okay, Now, I want to make a cluster. So get out your little scraps. This is my little scrap cluster thing. This is a Crystal Light container that has the packets in it. And I was like, this is great to use for my little scraps on my desk. So get out your scraps. We're gonna make 2 of them to put on the front here, and and I'll show you. So let's go ahead and make a couple of clusters. We've got our little clusters done. So I did that, and we're gonna take it, and one's gonna go in the front and one's gonna go in the back. And what we're gonna use is, I'll show you. It is called bias tape. It's B-I-A-S, bias tape, and it's extra wide, but I don't think that matters. But I got a bunch of it. My mom sent me different colors, all kinds of it, and I'm like, what can I do with this? It's supposed to be for like the edging of a quilt. Like you put it around and wrap it around your quilt, and then you sew it all the way around, and it gives it like a border. But I like using them. We can tie with them, tie things off. So what I did, because they are split like this, it's so you could put it on the edge of your quilt, so they're split. So what I did is I zigzagged with white thread and just did that all the way around. So what I want to do is use these as ties. So we can tie it together, and we're gonna hide it with the cluster that we made. Okay, so let's get enough here. I would say maybe 12 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, that's good enough, right? Maybe 12, 13 inches. Maybe a little bigger. Just make sure you have enough to tie everything off. Okay. Seal. Go ahead and... Alright. So what we're going to do is take the front one that we want to use. And I'm going to do the zigzags going down. It doesn't matter either way. But what we could do, just to secure it, I want to staple it on here. And we could staple the whole thing, but we could just glue this on top so it'll hide the staple. So let's go ahead. Put it where you want it. In the middle here. Take your staple. There we go. Okay, and let's go ahead and do that to the other side. Let's see. Okay. As long as we clamp it on there. There we go. I didn't get it all the way, but it's on there. So it ain't going nowhere. There we go. Perfect. And just to reinforce stuff, if you want, you could take a little glue and go ahead and put it under it, just to secure it more. Have a peace of mind. Okay, now, all right, that was easy. So now we're gonna go ahead and take our cluster just to hide all this. And we're gonna stick it on top here. Just wherever you want. And we'll go ahead and glue it. Because when you go to tie it, there's not gonna be any pressure on this part. So you can just go ahead and glue it down. No tension, you know. Okay. And then do the other side. Let's see, so that's the top. So however you want to do it. Doesn't really matter. It's a cluster, so it can go either way. Okay, and I was just noticing, oh, I think I knocked that's what I knocked over. I knocked something over earlier, and it was my dauber. I wasn't sure what it was, so I got my dauber. I threw it off the table, apparently. And we're gonna take and see how white that is in the background here. I should have done this first, but just to make it not so white. Just to touch it up a little bit. Okay. And then if you want, to the edges and stuff, you can do that to your pages and just kind of, just to give it a little something, you know. But this is a little secure journal here. So, and it even has some handmade paper in it and stuff, but we'll do a flip through in a second. So let's do this. Take it, and I probably made the tie too long, so we can cut it. But I'd rather have it too long than not long enough, you know, because you can't make it grow, but you can sure cut it. Okay, see, yeah, I made it a little big, but that's okay. So we'll get it to the size that we want. Yeah, look how cute that looks. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and give it a little trim here. Well, here, now that we know what size we want, let's go ahead and line these two up, and then I can diagonal it at the end here. Make sure you guys can see. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and make them the same size. So adorable. Okay, so now, excuse me, jeez, frog in my throat. Talking too much. Now, we got our fun little front and back and little ties on it. So let's do a little flip through and let's see. So you could just, these are pockets here. These are just some tags I have for wrapping gifts that I have to do later. So you could stick some tags in here, or whatever you want. And then in the back, you can stick tags back here, or whatever you want to stick back there. Just front and back, just has a little fun pocket. Okay. And let's see, so I got some avocado dyed paper, some onion dyed paper, and some stenciled paper. And I got videos on how to do all these, so how to make the stencil dyed. And then when I do the stencil, it's with my RIT dye that I use for tie-dyeing. And it's a liquid form, and then I just dilute it, put it in a spray bottle, like a spritz bottle like this, and then lay down my template I want, or my stencil that I'm using, and lay it down, and then just do spritz like that. And then this is avocado, onion dyed, some tea. I think this was, maybe this might have been avocado, but just lightly dyed, or something. I don't remember that one. But some stock, hard stock, some fun just decorative papers, some handmade paper I made that has fabric in it that I use for my tie-dye flags. And I have them tie-dye banners that I do in my Etsy shop, and I keep all the ends when I cut them. So these are all my ends that I have, and they're all hand-dyed and stuff, so I throw them into the paper. And then this is just graph paper, but more handmade papers. And then pretty much I did a magazine. We got, oh, this is Rit dyed. It's the green that I used. And then some fun papers, some stenciling, and then a magazine page, which I thought was fun. And this Christmas tree. So this will be in my Etsy shop, and no tags. I'm going to take all the tags. I'm using the tags for my gifts and stuff, so I'll take all the tags out. But you guys definitely will be able to put stuff in your pockets up here. This is a nice, good sized pocket up there and there. But yeah, I'll send this one. This one will be, I'll keep this one in for my Etsy shop. I'll go ahead and keep that one in, and then it'll come with a little tag. So I'll keep that one in. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it very informational. And let's tie this up really quick. I just want to look at it again all tied up. So this is some fun bias tape is what it is. So I'm glad I found a use for it, and I think it looks really nice. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And I'd love to hear from you guys. And please, if you could, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share. And let's grow together. And keep on crafting, guys. And have a great day.